On today's video, let's embark on an enchanting tale of curiosity, critical thinking, and the power of teamwork in A Gift from James.
Kids History TV.
Once upon a time, in a forest far, far away, there stood a magnificent tree named James. James was no ordinary tree. He can speak and grant wisdom to those who asked him the right questions. In this magical forest lived two best friends, Jake and Alvin. Jake was a curious little boy who loved to ask questions, and Alvin was a clever squirrel who always had a plan. One sunny morning, Jake and Alvin decided to venture into the forest to explore. As they wandered deeper into the woods, they stumbled upon James, the talking tree.
Wow! A talking tree!
Exclaimed Jake, his eyes wide with wonder.
Yes, indeed. But remember, only those who ask the right questions can receive my wisdom.
Jake's curiosity piqued, and he turned to Alvin.
What should we ask, Alvin?
Alvin scratched his furry chin thoughtfully.
Let's think carefully, Jake. We need to ask something that will help us in our journey.
After a moment of pondering, Jake asked.
James, what is the secret to finding true happiness?
James nodded approvingly.
Ah, a wonderful question indeed, young Jake. The secret to finding true happiness lies within yourself. It's not about what you have, but how you appreciate what you have.
Jake and Alvin listened intently, taking in James' wise words. Encouraged by James' answer, Jake asked another question.
James, how can we overcome our fears?
James chuckled softly.
To overcome your fears, you must face them with courage and determination. Remember, fear is just a shadow, it cannot harm you unless you let it.
Jake and Alvin thanked James for his wisdom before continuing their journey through the forest. As they walked deeper into the woods, they came upon a wide river blocking their path.
Oh no, how will we cross the river?
Exclaimed Jake, looking worried. Alvin, ever the clever one, spotted a boat tied to a nearby tree.
I have an idea, Jake. We can use this boat to cross the river.
With Alvin's plan in mind, they untied the boat and climbed aboard. Jake grabbed the oars, and together, they paddled across the river. But just as they reached the other side, a mischievous gust of wind blew the boat away, leaving Jake and Alvin stranded on the opposite bank.
Oh no, now we're stuck on this side of the river.
Cried Jake, feeling disheartened.
Don't worry, Jake. We'll find a way back.
Suddenly, Jake remembered James' words about facing fears with courage.
You're right, Alvin. We can't let this obstacle stop us. Let's think of a solution.
After a moment of brainstorming, Alvin had an idea.
What if we build a raft using the branches and vines from the trees?
Jake's eyes lit up with excitement.
That's a great idea, Alvin. Let's do it.
With renewed determination, Jake and Alvin gathered branches and vines from the forest. Working together, they constructed a sturdy raft. Once the raft was complete, they pushed it into the water and climbed aboard. With Jake paddling and Alvin steering, they crossed the river once again, reaching the other side safely. As they stepped onto solid ground, Jake and Alvin felt a sense of accomplishment wash over them.
See, Jake? We faced our fear of being stranded and found a way to overcome it.
Jake grinned, feeling grateful for his clever friend and their adventure in the magical forest. And as they continued their journey, they knew that no matter what obstacles they faced, they could always rely on each other and the wisdom of James the talking tree.